Welcome back to the Horrifically Queer YouTube channel. I gotta do my own fanfare because no one else is doing it, right? Today we are doing a double baked and we're making peach cobbler. Yeah, let's get into that. So, my family growing up has had this tradition that my mom every year on the first day of school would make us peach cobbler for breakfast. Sadly, I did not plan ahead, and it is way past first day of school breakfast, and we're doing first day of school dessert because it is my husband's first day. I don't know what year of college he's in. Last first day? I don't remember. Potentially? I don't know. But he has a first day of school today, and so we are going to make him special dinner and peach cobbler for dessert. So, peach cobbler is not too... Oh, also, this is the fit. Yes, I know they're pajamas, but I look cute as fuck. They're little cats wearing Halloween costumes. There's like a ghost cat, and a Frankenstein monster, and a mummy, not a zombie, and a skeleton, and a little vampire, and a little witch. And I think they're cute as fuck, and I think I look cute as fuck in them. Is this the most colorful outfit I own? Yes. Yes, it is. Because the main color is orange. And it was between this and Sexy Spooky Ladies, and somehow Cats won. I don't know what that says about me, but I'm sure it says a lot. Okay, anyways, peach cobbler. You need 5 cups of peaches, 1/4 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of flour, 1/2 cup of quick oats, a teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1/3 cup of butter. So, step 1 is chop up your peaches so that you have 5 cups. Once you have 5 cups of peaches, a lot of people just make this in the pan, but I would prefer to make it in a bowl, so I threw my peaches into a bowl. Next, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of sugar to our 5 cups of peaches. Also, this is made in an 8x8, or at least I will be making it in an 8x8. And 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. 1, this is a 1/2 tablespoon, so we need 4. 2, 3, 4. Dear God, I made a mess. Pajamas look clean though. And a teaspoon of vanilla. And then you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add some fucking salt. Teaspoon. We're almost out of vanilla. And then we're gonna mix. Okay, so sometimes I feel like I've realized the difference between a head high and a body high is how much I can feel my body during the thing, which I didn't realize. Like, I know that's what people have said that to me before, but I didn't know what that meant until I finally felt the difference, where it's like, body, I can, when you can feel your whole body, I can literally feel everything in my body, versus the head high, where I can't feel my body. All feelings are shut off, but I'm just like, in my head type of a thing, and I feel like that's what the difference is. And the worst part is, I feel like in both cases, I can usually feel my headache more, but then also I can make it go away. Like, I feel like when you think about different parts of you while you're high, you stop feeling them. I don't know why that does that, but that's so interesting. You know what's a really good show? The Smoke Show on Second Try. I really enjoy that show a lot. Motherfucker. Oh, put your peach mixture into the pan. Dear God. I finished The Conjuring. Oh, I already said I'd finished The Conjuring 2 in the other video. I guess you can tell when I filmed these. Or you can guess when I filmed these versus... Ooh. Chalky from the cornstarch, but not bad. I'm not even going to rinse this out. Now we're going to make our crumble. I finished The Nun. This is the first time. So I've seen all the other Conjuring and Annabelle movies. I've seen them at least once, but I've never finished the Nun movies. Anyways, but I finished The Nun today because I watched Conjurings 1 and 2, and then I went and watched the Hello Sydney podcast episode where she talks about those movies because they're phenomenal episodes. Like, honestly, anytime I watch listen to one of her podcast episodes, I feel like I'm watching the movie. And so it's really, really nice to be able to just like watch a movie in my mind's eye while I'm at work. So she did Conjuring 1 and 2 and Annabelle Creation and Annabelle in not that order, whatever order they come out in. So I think it's Conjuring 1, Annabelle, Conjuring 2, Annabelle Creation, and then the next one's The Nun. And so I stopped halfway through that and was like, okay, I'm a big boy. I can finish the Nun movie because I hadn't finished it before. We said we were going to add salt and then we didn't. This happens every time. I'm going to just sprinkle a little on top. Every fucking time. Just a tiny sprinkle on top. This is sea salt. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't taste bad because honestly that might blow up in your face. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so the reason I hadn't finished the Nun movies in the first place is because I am a pussy and do, in fact, get scared by Valak the demon. And so I hadn't finished the Nun movies. And then I watched it. I finished it today, and then I started the second one, but I haven't gotten through it yet because I stopped to do other things. And The Nun is literally National Treasure or the Da Vinci Code, but horror genre instead of like religious genre and action. It's horror genre, but it's literally the same thing. Literally the same thing. Okay, for the crumble, we need 3/4 a cup of brown sugar. This is a 1/3 cup measurer, so we need, that's the wrong cup measure. We need 1/4 and 1/2. Wow. Either I'm really dumb or this stuff is stronger than I expected it to be. Okay, packed brown sugar. There's 1/4, and now we do 1/2. But I really enjoyed the Nun movie, and I would easily watch it again. All the Conjuring movies are like horror movies that are like easy to watch a second time, and I feel like not all horror movies are that way. Like, these are movies where I think each time I can get a little something different out of it, but not all horror movies are that way. And so it's literally horror national treasure, and I think that's wonderful. And I don't know what I was talking about. But I really liked The Nun. Oh, preheat your oven to 375. That's important. Now we need 1/2 a cup of flour. The Nun, I think I was saying things about The Nun. Really enjoyed it. I think movies like those where each time you watch it, you can get something new from it. Just an even better movie. I've been also listening to the Morbid podcast, and I recently, because I was watching the Conjuring movies, tried to go and find the episodes that talk about Ed and Lorraine Warren and like all of the things that are discussed in the Conjuring series. And it's really interesting. Hold on. I just remembered I had water here. It's really interesting to go and listen to those episodes and then watch the movies, because I feel like this next rerun of movies, I was listening to how they phrase certain words, and I was like, oh, because they said those words, honestly, they could be lying right to your face. Like when they walked in the first movie, when Ed and Lorraine are like, ooh, rotting meat, that's a sign of the devil. And I feel like with a different, if they weren't so serious in their tone, then it would be like the most fake ass thing. So like, ooh, rotting meat, that's the devil, you're possessed. And like, it could be so much easier perceived as a hoax. Like, I feel like you can see where people would have like trusted them, if that makes sense. Because I don't know how real they are in like demonologist sense. So, what else was I just thinking? Something cool. Okay, 1/2 cup of quick oats. God, what was I thinking about? Perfect. I don't know if I'll ever remember what it was, even a little bit. A teaspoon of cinnamon. But I really, the Conjuring movies rank so high in my horror movies. Anyways, listen for sure to the Hello Sydney podcast version of it, because it's phenomenal. A teaspoon of nutmeg. I hope this is the teaspoon side. Now I'm unsure. And I'm also really excited for the new one to come out. And then 1/3 of a cup of butter softened. This actually is softened butter because I left it out on the fridge because I was going to record this like an hour ago. And then got distracted doing other things. And now we're going to mix. We're just going to use the same spatula. No reason to get make dirty dishes. Honestly, we'll probably have to use our hands, and I don't want to use my hands. Use your hands to squish the butter because we're trying to make a crumble out of it. The one thing I didn't write down on my ingredients list is how long to bake it in the oven. But I think it's 20 minutes. But we'll really find out after I bake it in the oven and tell you when it's done. Anyways, what else have I been thinking about? Oh, I got another Pride Festival coming up that I'm excited to sell for. I don't know what other products to sell to be more horror. Right now I have really cute press-on nails that are like really horror based, but that's and like some wall mirrors that are like mirrors with like bloody handprints and blood splatter on them that I think look really cool. But that's all I really have in the ways of horror, and like a couple of stickers, and not really many tote bags. Like, I guess in my head I thought if it was Halloween themed then it could be easily excused as horror themed, but at one of the festivals we were selling at, people disagreed with that and wanted more horror things, and so I've been trying to think of more horror things to add to it. It's almost crumbly. This looks so good. My mouth is literally watering. This reminds me a lot of my mom. My mom passed away when I was 8, and so I technically haven't had one of her peach cobblers in a very, very, very many years. But after she passed, we still tried to keep it up as a family tradition. We didn't really get every year, but we still got close. And so making this for my husband, because I no longer have years of school to be in, because I didn't want to pursue a bigger degree than a bachelor's. It's just really reminiscent of her. I think I say a lot when I'm intoxicated. This is the most I feel like I've talked accidentally. Okay, this is definitely crumbly enough. Bring our peaches back. Sprinkle our crumble on top. Oh yeah, holy shit, there's so much crumble. Usually I feel like when you make a crumble, there's like barely enough to cover. But fucking, I need to stop wanting to put that on the stove. But this, get out of the fucking way. This looks beautiful. God, I'm so excited to eat this. Perfect. We've covered it in our topping, and I can't feel my hand at all. It's going in the oven for actually 25 to 35 minutes. So we're gonna start it at 27. Okay, we got it out of the oven. It cooked for 32 minutes, and it's perfectly cooked. It's really fucking juicy though. I don't know if you can see that, but there's like a lot of liquid in the bottom. We did already do a taste test because we ate this as part of dinner, and it was so good. But I'm gonna do it again. The most essential part of peach cobbler is having yourself some vanilla ice cream. I even plated it up super cute. You'll see the photo. It'll be here or there. We'll see. Ice cream. Make sure you get some of that crumble. If you don't have the crumble, why did you put it on there in the first place? Look at that bite. Perfect. Oh my god. So good. So good. Amazing. If I had to say anything bad about it, it would only be that some of the peaches are pretty tart. And so it's kind of a sour bite, but not unpleasant because the crumble is so sweet and so good. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, share it with your friends. XYZ. Eat peach cobbler. It's the perfect fall food because peaches are in season.